Thank you, Mihal. So for the next 7 to 8 minutes, my main ambition is to give you a high-level overview of environmental challenges in Ireland, as informed by the forthcoming quadrennial State of Our Environment report. Whilst not wanting to preempt too much of what this assessment will reveal, I can say that we have enduring challenges in relation to water and air quality, biodiversity loss, resource efficiency, resilience to climate disruption, underdeveloped environmental and transport infrastructure, urbanization pressures, greenhouse gases, as well as harms that flow from our unsustainable production and consumption practices. In our coastal areas, we observe that urban wastewater treatment infrastructure is either absent or under capacity, leading to discharge of untreated and polluted sewage. Our current model of agricultural intensification is resulting in chronic pollution of our natural environment and resulting in a decline in the status of our waters. Our performance against the requirements of EU environmental policy is mixed. As of August 2020, there were 16 infringements cases and 4 European court cases open against us for breaches of environmental law. There are notable positives too, mainly aided by the research output. So in summary, our evidence will reveal that the overall quality of Ireland's environment is not what it should be, and the outlook is not optimistic, unless we accelerate the implementation of solutions across all sectors and society. Protection of our air, soil, waters, marine habitats, and biodiversity is not to be considered merely an ambition driven by altruism, as these systems and species provide essential supporting services for our well-being and our economy. We believe that the articulation and delivery of an overarching environmental policy vision for Ireland should be a national project that all government department agencies, businesses, communities, and individuals can get behind. An investment in the environment is an investment in our health. The development of a post-COVID stimulus package framed around green finance principles represents an enormous opportunity to foster investments and infrastructural developments that could deliver lasting climate, environmental, and economic benefits. So what might all this mean for research priorities into the future? Clearly, climate-related research will remain strong in our portfolio, in particular in the adaptation and LULUCF areas. The emerging EU priority on a non-toxic environment will drive associated research and policy agendas. Hazardous substances in soils, air, and water environments and in materials will be a rich seam of activity and will cover toxicity, transport, fate, synergistic impact, substitution, life cycle assessment, and eco-labeling. Circular economy and secondary materials will continue to be very relevant in a research dimension. The identification and treatment of high-risk biological contaminants in wastewater discharges and in our drinking water will also be relevant into our future. Radiological risks, including the new area of responsibility for the EPA in non-ionizing radiation, will grow in relevance, as will noise assessment and impact. With more than 1 million people due to live in Ireland by the end of the 2030s, and with our compact growth policy, noise will become an ever-increasing challenge to address in planning and how we live. Environment and health, policy implementation challenges and behavioral change will continue, of course. I see a huge growth in research activity around environmental analytics through using big data and data science approaches to derive new insights from existing national data holdings, and through combining these with the growing availability of Earth observational data. Environmental monitoring and assessment solutions using remote sensing will have to expand too. And to reference Donald Rumsfeld, our research program needs to leave space to address the unknown unknowns in environmental harms. How can research assist us in identifying potential areas of concern? So to finish the short list of areas of ongoing emerging interest, I would include the research opportunity that lies within the green finance area. And it is on this last point that I will wrap up by commenting that it is imperative as we emerge from the pandemic crisis in Ireland and look to stimulate economic recovery that we do this through a green investment lens, and in doing so, avoid recovery and growth promoting spending that locks us into carbon intensive and otherwise unsustainable consumption and production behaviours. A clean environment including one where radiological risks from natural and technological sources are managed, provides the opportunity to deliver health and economic dividends that will assist resilient and supports recovery. We have an opportunity in this reset to pivot away from unsustainable practice and deliver lasting changes that support low carbon transition as well as other environmental ambitions. This is known as building back better. The challenge for you is to articulate how focused research activity can assist in this endeavor. Thank you.